Hi everyone. I hope you see my screen now with YouTube share with YouTube live stream. I don't know what happened with Facebook, but hopefully it will be fine now with YouTube. Let's see if some people more are going to come. Just a few minutes so we can get started. I believe the quality in YouTube will be better anyways. I don't know what happened with Facebook, to be honest. I did the same thing like yesterday, yet something different turned out. I guess eventually I'll upload the video to Facebook anyways. It's like I don't know what happened with Facebook and their live option. I'll start in like a couple of minutes. Just wait to see how many people can join before we start. Right, so we get to 14 people, I guess. I don't know. Is expecting more. Maybe that's because of the problems with Facebook. Anyways, I guess we can get started. Uh, Ivan can answer your questions if you have any. Um, he will answer in the live chat. I can answer afterwards as well and show some things. Um, so yeah, this is one of template that I've picked just as a preview of the of the of this walkthrough. You can say video seminar, whatever. Uh, and basically, I want to just to make this one to in order because most of you, I guess, already played with the builder, know the basic stuff that uh, about the builder, how to build a website, a page. But I just wanted to make one to explain again everything you need to know. I'm the designer and one of the two co-founders of Simvoly. So everything you see as UI is a product of many years of development and refining. So yeah, I can tell you pretty much anything you need to know and want to know about the builder. And yeah, we'll just I guess talk about the different settings, the different not so much into the widgets because they're pretty straightforward, anyways. But the overall usage of the platform, how can it be used for different things? And yeah, I'll stop from time to time to see any questions if there are, if there is anything that you want us to show you. Uh, well, I guess we'll talk a little bit for the upcoming things. You know, our roadmap, anyways. It covers most of the things that we plan to do in the upcoming 6 months. Some of them we've already done, just a few of them. But yeah, like covering some of these things. So in general, to start from the beginning, for those who probably there is some people who haven't played that much with the builder. So this is your builder. This is your working area. When you select a website, this is where you it will show. As any website, you have a header. If you have a landing page, you will not have a header. Um, it will be hidden, but you can always show it by going to the website settings and click on headers. Um, Click on one of the two. So how we did it with the headers, I don't know if it's a good way to start from it, but we've created two different headers that you can use. One is the primary and the other one is the alternative. So you can actually have two different headers for your website. If, for example, in this homepage, if you want to have it like this, and for the inner pages, if you want to have it a different header, this is why we done it. So you can have different settings with different layouts and so on. With our new header, it will be even a lot better, a lot better how you manage. We even plan to the different menus that you can change for different headers, not only the styling. But yes, if you don't have the header on your page, you can always show it at the moment. At the bottom, it's selected that is no header. So at the moment, you can just select one of the other designs that we currently provide, and you have it on your page. So yeah, if you don't have it, this is how you show it. I'll go through the settings a bit later. So yeah, you have the header, you have the many, the main part of the website, which is the content, and then you have the footer and the height thing that we've added for the footer. Um, so yeah, the header it's not brilliant how we've done it so far, but that's why we remake it and it will be available next week, uh, around the end of next week. It will be a lot easier. You'll be able to see everything that you if you make changes on the header. For example, this the padding, the margin on top of the logo. You'll see it in real life how it changes. You'll see all the modifications that you do to the styling, for example. You'll see them live into the header. The overall UI will be different. You'll be able to one of the the pain points I can say is that you cannot rename at the moment all the pages here. These are just links at the moment. The names are taken from the pages, and you cannot change them from here, but you'll be able to do that from the new header. It will be a lot easier. You'll be able to add and remove the login and the shopping cart as well. So a lot changes in terms of how you interact with the header in general. You'll be able also to add here in these empty spaces. You'll be able to add like texts or images. The whole top bar will be editable from here as well. It won't be currently you do it, as you know, from here. For those who don't know, you can edit the top bar from here or even hide it if you don't want it. This is the message that you see here. We've currently added some custom HTML, but you can add any text or even hide it, and the social media are here. So yeah, just for the sake of the example, we can just hide it. So yeah, the header is something like the main pain point to us that we try to fix in the next week, and really easy. So one cool thing is, I don't know how many of you to create a drop down probably know that you can click underneath each menu item, and you can add either a menu item or a mega menu. If you do a mega menu, you just add it, click on edit, and you can just start creating your different mega menu. It's just like a pop-up, just like another page. You just add your content there, save it, and you have it as a drop down. I think for this example, there is already a mega menu added for the second. Yes, so this is a mega menu, which is pretty cool. You can add like more navigations. You can add like products as well, like even some kind of newsletter. I mean, you have all the freedom in the world to do that. Yeah, so that's about the header. Like I said, the login and the cards, it's really inconvenient at the moment, and that will be fixed next week. But you can change the login from dashboard members. I'm sorry, we'll talk about the members in further details, because I know a lot of you have questions, so you can actually hide it from here, and you want to have it in your navigation. So yeah, this is about the header at the moment. A lot more changes. Like I said, next week we will update you. It's a big change for the whole interaction with the website builder. Okay, so about the content, as you probably already know, everything is aligned into blocks, and each block has its own settings. You can change like the background. You can add a video background. This is currently working on with YouTube, and you need to enter the full video YouTube URL. The shortened URLs currently do not work. So if you have problem with that, we just add the full URL, and you can play the video at the background. We plan next week or the week after to add the so wanted overlays. So you'll be able to add an overlay on top of an image, on top of a video, which is really cool feature that we are missing right now. So another cool thing is that you can resize all the blocks. You can have them on the full width, on full height. The full height takes the whole screen size, screen height. So if it's on mobile as well, it just fits on the screen. But I think on mobile we actually did it in a different way. So it's not full height. Because on mobile this can take more of the actual full height of the container, so it actually stacks up just like a regular block. So that problem is resolved. So yeah, these are the things that you can do currently here. You know the margin. This margin. Currently, we have it for each widget and element. We have it for the blocks as well. This is how you easily create margins for all the elements on your design. Currently, this is. We actually are going to create completely new margins that are coming very soon as well. We'll try to bring them in February as well. It's pretty much just going to make the spacer and this button will definitely go away, and the spacer probably will not be used anymore, because you'll be able to create margins between each two elements by just dragging a handle here, and you'll be easily create these margins. You'll easily create margins between columns, between at the bottom and of the top of a container. So it will be a lot easier without just having to click all the time the margin button. Um, yeah, it will be a lot easier, and will be again a big change in terms of the UI and how you interact with the website. So like I said, everything is structured into blocks. I recommend that you use the columns because it really helps with the organization of a website. As a website, I'll create some probably separate seminars about design in general. So how important is, for example, the alignment, the structure of the website, which actually makes a really big difference. So yeah, I encourage you to use the columns. We actually, these days, we've added a smaller step. We reduce it with pies. Before it was bigger step. Currently, you can create, with more accuracy, you can create more different layouts. Uh, so yeah, use the columns. They're really cool, really easy to do. Just split them, and just you can easily arrange the position of your elements. For example, if you want to make some spacing here, you can just do it with a column between two columns. Thing is that we've added the settings here, which is, I think, is easier now instead of this button that we had there. So you can add some background, some colors as well. Um, yeah, with the margins, you'll be able to create margins for columns as well with the new ones. It will be really cool. Between each two columns, between each two blocks, as you probably know, you can add blocks. By clicking there, you can have the whole uh, directory with different ones that you can add. Simply click, and it's added to your design. If you don't want it, you can just delete it. And yes, a lot more will come with when we introduce the block designs for the white label as well. We're just waiting for that in order to start building more and remake the existing ones to create a cooler blocks for you to work with. Um, so yeah, everything is, like I said, aligned into blocks. You can adjust the position of each blocks by dragging and dropping it. It's really easy by using this one. We're actually thinking of making this one instead of a handle to have it arrow up and arrow down. When you click up, it will replace this one, and this one will go down. I guess it will be easier. I currently have a big screen, as you can see. It's easier for me, but for somebody with small screen, it would be really a pain to actually change the position of the containers. Actually, it's not the greatest move uh, at the moment. So yeah, that will change with the new. Actually, maybe with the next update, we can change that. So yeah, and lastly, about the structure of a website, there is a footer. Actually, we're adding this height for the headers as well, for the new header, instead of the layout with no design. That the hide design, it will be the hide button here. If you want to hide it, this is only applicable for a page, and then you can share it again. Anything that you add in the footer, because we had some, well, there's some people that are getting confused, so they sometimes put all the widgets of a page inside the footer and wondering why it shows on all pages. That's why, because everything you put on the footer will be seen for all the pages throughout your website. So yeah, just keep the things that you want in the footer and everything else just for the pages. So that's that. As you know, currently we have save changes in discard, which is okay if you want to quickly discard what you've already done. But what we plan to do is to create an autosave function, and actually we'll have the possibility to create a history, like a version of your website. You can save it. Um, and then you can get back to that version. Everything will be auto-saved, and you have a publish button. So if you do changes like right now, everything goes live. With this change, you actually have it will not be live right away. You have a publish button, you have a undo and redo as well, and the version swapping of versions if you want to go to a previous version of your website and so on and so on. But currently, if you want to create a page, like make modifications without being live right away, you can simply duplicate this page. This is how I do it for our website, for example. Let's say I want to duplicate, work on this page. I just use that page, like from my pages. I use this page for home new. Yeah, just leave it here. If you don't want it to be indexed, you just remove it from the sitemap and you just create this new page. And now I can work on this design while the other one is still active. I can create my changes, and whenever I'm ready, I can just swap the home page to add the SEO information and just make it public. Add the URL, swap the URLs, and yeah, I'll have the new version. But like I said, that will be unnecessary when we add the publish button and yeah, and the versions as well. It will be really cool. We plan to do that. I don't know. We'll try in probably. I don't know if we'll be able in February, but we will try to squeeze it in February. If not, in early March, we'll try to add this publish with the autosave and stuff like that. So yeah, again, a little bit about the widgets to go back. Each widget, as you know, when you click on it, you have different type of settings. We are aware that some of the widgets need more functionalities, like the image is nice to have an option for caption, for overlay as well. This will have it in the list. We'll add those things like focus point. Focal point. I don't know what is the name, but yeah, like the position of the focus on the image. We'll add that one as well. We'll add more settings for the button, stuff like that. Yeah, are coming small modifications, but makes a lot of difference, I guess, for the overall usage of the builder. Um, yeah, I think that's if you want to add animations, you can do it from here. It's really easy to use. You can see the preview of the animations once you select it. Uh, it's really cool. It makes your website really pops out. It makes it more um, you know visually attractive and engaging, and like it's not like it to be animated. It's cool. It's not looking static. So if you add these, I recommend it make it like one after another coming out, so you can use like the delay with I usually take use 200 milliseconds, or this one to be 200, this one to be 400, the next one to be 600. So this way it will go one after another, but in quick succession, so it will look pretty pleasing for the eye. I think 200 to 300 is a good timing to do that. Um, and yeah, to summarize about the building, of the things. Oh, actually, I didn't know there's animation after you drag it. One of my favorite thing is the copy. I don't know how many of you have used it, but this is pretty much the best. I mean, that's my favorite thing. That you can copy each block or element on your website super easy by clicking on copy. Once you do, you'll see this circle icon on top, and you have all the copied elements stored there. You can copy, it will store up to 20 different elements. You can always delete some, clear, and start over. But it's really amazing because you have them stored there, and you can use them as you want. Here, you just have it right away. It's super easy to use, and it saves so much time. We introduced it a few months ago, and I don't know how I lived without this too, and how I was building templates for years without having the copy functionality, but it's here, and I think it's amazing. Really, saves so much time when you build something. Mm, if you want to add any new element, you just do it from here. Click on the add widget. Just drag and drop whatever you want to add to your website. Uh, you'll see the blue marker, and you just drop it wherever you want and start editing it. Um, so it's that simple. If you put it on the side, you'll resize the other one. We'll work a little bit more on the how actually this works with the new grid and with the new margin, but it's really accurate and really cool to use the way it is right now. Um, you can always preview a website on tablets and phones. A lot of you have questions and want to be able to do changes on their phone and tablet, and we know about this, and we're currently working on this solution. How we'll do it, we will give you the option to actually create margins on mobile only. You'll also be able to add widgets. Right now, you're not allowed, but you'll be able to add widgets on your mobile versions, but they will be only available for mobile. So you can also hide things from mobile only. There will be a button here. And the other thing is that you can actually, currently tablet, everything is on 100%. How we'll do it, you have two options. If you want everything to be, on a single line, or to keep it as it is on desktop, so you have this option for each block to be, for example, this not to be three on each line, but have it as on desktop. So these are some of the things that we'll be adding, and I think that will pretty much solve everyone's problem by able to create the margins and to adjust like how many items you want to have on a row. That will really help out with the tablet. I mean, the phone is I think is pretty good. Just the margins sometimes have problem with the when the header is on top of the content. Other than that, I think that the phone itself looks pretty good, pretty neat. Everything is it's pretty slick. So yeah, the tablet is the main problem, and we're working on that one, and should be available around the beginning of February with the header. So yeah, I think that's about the building itself of the website. You can create, like I said, new pages. You can create new groups. We've added the option where you can actually, if you create a new group, I know many of you um, wanted to be able to organize their pages, so you can actually move now to another group, the page, and this way you can organize them easier, like you wanted it. So we added it. So yeah, this is about the building and creating pages, I guess. So like I said, these you cannot change right now from the settings. You can do that from here if you change the actual name of the page. Uh, the store, for example, because we have it there, you can just have it to products, and if you change with the refresh. Actually, you have to add it again for the story thing, because that's how we done it for this one. But this again will be fixed with the products. Will be fixed with the new header and how everything works, and you'll be actually able to rename them as to whatever you want. Um, but yeah, you can rename it for the moment from here until it's available next week to organize everything in a better way. Um, what else? Okay, we start with the building blocks, so you can actually create pop-ups as well. I don't know how many of you have seen it. We plan to add it actually to the ads widget options to have a pop-up, because some of the people are looking for it here, and it's completely understandable. But yeah, you can access it from here. You just pick a design that you want, and you have the pop-up on your screen. You can adjust like the layout of your pop-up to whatever you want. You can adjust the overlay. You can play with these settings as you want. It's really easy. You can adjust the width, the image as well, and you can add any widget that you want inside the pop-up. You can change the animations. You can change how it looks, the pop-up on different, um, depending on how you wanna have the pop-up to be visible, to on what events, from certain time on the page, on page scroll, on exit, on mobile devices. If you want to have them, you can enable this from here. And from here, you can actually say when, I mean, not when, but how many times to show for your website. I pretty much suggest it's not show this for the rest of the browsing session, because if you have it all the time, it will be really annoying for your customers. And you can enable for which pages you want it to be visible. So this is about the pop-up. It's a super easy functionality, super easy and great, and you can have it for all sorts of occasions. If you want it, you can just save it and click on the X to close it. You can see all the pop-ups here and access them. Of course, you need to. It's nice to change the names of them, so you know which one is which. You can do that from here by changing the name. So this is about the building, I think, at the moment, um, that I can show you. It's really simple, as you know. With the new margin, with the new modifications, it will be even so much easier. Um, yes. So you wanted to know more about the upcoming things again. I said some of the things, but uh, one of the other things is you have here in the website styling, you actually add global settings. The global settings currently have this primary color, which is kind of a global setting, and the background color, the overall uh, website. But from here, you have a lot more settings that you can adjust the font style, the font size, the color of your, for example, your H1 tags, of your H3 tags, of your paragraphs, of your buttons. You'll be able to change those global stylings, and once you do, it will change for your whole website. This will be a lot easier. You would not be uh, currently you have to change everything manually for each paragraph, but you'll be able to do that very easy from the global settings that we'll introduce very soon. If you want to, yes, you'll be also able to modify the width of the website. Currently, it's 1100 pixels, but you'll be able to make it smaller or wider or narrower. So you'll be able to do that as well. So a lot more settings coming for your overall website from here. Currently, what you can do is you can make it full width or boxed, and you can add fonts. What we can give you as an option is to add fonts, custom fonts from the Google library. You can just add it, and it's once you save, it will be available um, for your website. You'll see it here. So you can add your new font for your website. Okay. So this is how easy it is. We do not allow you to have more than 4 fonts for a reason, because we don't want to slow down your website. As you know, it's really important to have a fast website, and speed is always our priority. So, and as a designer, I can tell you that you do not need more than 2 or 3 fonts, anyways. So 4 is plenty. Uh, you don't want to mix too many fonts. You want to be consistent. You can use, for example, one font for headings, one for the paragraphs, and pretty much that's all you need. Or, for example, one font for the header as well, for the logo as well, if you have a text logo. Um, so yeah, that's what you can do from the styling, from the headers. I already shown you that you can adjust the alternative in primary header, add the top bar on top if you want to have it. Um, Another very important thing is the custom codes. As many of you have questions about how to add like Google Analytics or some pixels and whatnot, and custom CSS, you can do that here. So if you want to add some script custom here like pixels, you can add it here like Google Analytics, or even for the Google Analytics code. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. If you put it here or here, it doesn't really make a change. So you can add any third-party plugin here. The code snippets, you can just place it here, and it will be called into your website. It will be visible on preview. It won't be visible in the builder itself. We're not allowing that in order to maintain and not break anything in the builder itself. The CSS, you just add it here to if you want to style something. It's really simple. It's color coded, so it's pretty cool to use. So yeah, if you want to add any code snippet, you just do it from the custom code. The advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you can change your website name that you've entered once you created the website. You can add the favicon. The favicon is this icon, small icon here. It's nice to be 16 by 16 or 32 by 32, but you can add a bigger one. It's no problem. Just as long as it's a square, it's good to go. And this is a social sharing image you can use for once you share the website on the social media. Sometimes Facebook, for example, likes to cache the images. So if you make a change, it's good to go to Facebook debugger. I think it was Facebook debug. This tool that you can use. You just enter your website URL. Let's say it's Simvoly. You'll see when was the last time it was scraped. So if you made any changes, you can just scrape it again, and it will update your image, also your SEO title and description. They will be also changed if you made any changes, of course. So this is a very useful tool. Just write down in Google Facebook debug. That's the first result. If you have problems with that. Yes, you can have the cookies for the European Union that you can enable. You can change the language. This is the website language for, let's say this one is Danish. You can change it to English again, and the image, the text will change to cart, and everything in the store and in the blog, for example, everything will change into the language selected. We have the help here. I know it's not full with things at the moment, but we're working on all these articles, so they will be available over the next week or so. So there will be more like videos, articles of any sort to watch later and explore more of the functionalities. And lastly, page SEO. To each page, it's nice, it's good, it's recommended. add page title and page meta description. I've actually written an article, blog article about the basic SEO that it's nice to have on your website. Um, but here, pretty much, you need to enter the page title that will be visible when somebody, for example, Google's, let's say Simvoly. This is the I should not be Simvoly. Anyways, yeah, this is the description of your website that you add here, and the title will be, say this, simply website builder. Simply table. So yeah, you can see this is our title for the white label, which is centered here. As you can see, it's green, and then you have the description. That's, and again, it's green. Green means that it's an optimal length. If you go above that, say some more, you'll go to red. That means that it won't be. It will be cut here from the results. So please keep it under the red one. It can be in orange, but no need to be in the green zone. It's nice to be there because you can add more information, obviously, for your users once they search for you. And adding it to the sitemap means that Google will actually crawl the website, the page, and it will index all the new information on it, will help with your overall ranking. So if you build a new page that is not ready, I suggest that you have it ticked out the sitemap and tick it in once you are ready with the page to be public and visible for Google and for for the overall usage. I'm not gonna save it, obviously. So yeah, these are the basic settings for the pages. I'll create a more detailed guide about the page SEO, and again to give you these tips and stuff that can help you with the Google ranking. In general, we as you've seen it on our roadmap, we plan to do a page, an SEO tool, analyzing tool that will actually go through your pages that will, for example, see how many H tags, H1 tags, how many H2 tags, give you some score. It will count down, for example, count the different words, what is the density of the words, how many different keywords you've used, give you some recommendations. If you're missing a page title and SEO, page SEO, it will give you you're missing this, or you have to add some keywords there. Um, and for example, if you're missing image description, which is also important for the SEO, to add some description with keywords inside if possible. So these tips will come with this page analyzer. That I think it will help a lot for the people who are not that. And I mean, in general, it will be nice. Sometimes even I forgot to add, for example, description here and there, and I use third-party, softwares to actually see my keyword density and so on. You'll be actually able to do that from these two for free. I think it will be for free, but we'll have it or maybe for some small fee. So yeah, this is again I'm mixing with the current functionality with the upcoming one as you wanted to learn more. So I think that's about the building of the website. The next things I think are the store. Probably a lot of you are interested in the store and what is coming there. I know most of you are from AppSumo and you wanted to see so much more. In general, I don't know why AppSumo had maybe it's marketed as an online store solution, which is, I mean, we're a website builder. Online store is just one of our functionality. As you can see, we have blogs, we have page building, landing page building, we have forms, all sorts of things. And, the store is just one part of the builder itself. Obviously, it's hard to compete with somebody like Shopify because they're completely focused on store solutions, and they charge really high prices for that. We plan to obviously to create a lot more into the store. Currently, we have pretty nice. You can see basic functionality. You can create all sorts of products, like physical, digital services, um, and it's really easy to use. I know there is some things that have to be added. We've pretty much we have every request stored in a Trello board, so we have it with priorities with different things as priorities that we'll be working on. Um, but yes, it's currently it's really easy to use. You can create all sorts of products. You have the page title, descriptions, sales, stock keeping units, categories with subcategories, of course. You can add them lines here. And even subcategories, whole tree of categories you can create. Again, you can add the description, change the URL, add the variations, which is really easy. You just the size, add like S, M, L, and then if you want to have different options for them, you can always click on advanced and see all the different stock keeping units, the different availability for this particular product, and you can combine it with other with other things, and you'll see all the combinations between them. So yeah, you have this as functionality. Like I said, it's really basic. It does the trick. Of course, there is a lot of things that can be added to it, and we have it on our list, and most of them will be added. I will try to bring them as soon as we can. Again, you can add anything into the description of a product. If you have um, any troubles, or if you one hack is, for example, how to create when I was talking about this one is, for example, to add a button here. If you want to link to another product, you just add like buy now, um, link to the products on some other page, and just adjust it to the left, add some margin, and you can have it uh, like a catalog, like a store again, but just with a link to a third-party website where they can actually purchase the product with an affiliate link inside. And we can just, or you yourself, you can just hide the buy it now button and just use this one as a button which is part of the description, the actual description, but nobody will know that. Um, so this is, for example, one way that this can be done. It's really easy, and it's you can do it right now. We will add the option actually from here for such product, you can say, instead of doing it yourself this way. Um, Another one is that we want to add at the beginning of February. Again, we will try to add is the membership purchase, as many of you want it. And I'll be talking about the membership for sure in a few minutes. It's you'll be able to actually create a service type product where you can select. You'll be pretty much select a membership from your current member groups that you've created, and when the person purchases it, they will be automatically assigned to this member group, and probably you have an option to edit this thank you page after they purchase the membership, so they can be, for example, redirected to the actual premium content that they not subscribed but purchased for. Um, so yeah, that will be available really soon. We're already working on it as well. When I so I said subscriptions. Subscriptions is also something that we've been asked a lot. And currently, you can do subscriptions, uh, but not automatically. So you can create, for example, a service again. You can have the price here. stated somewhere in the pricing that is per month or per year or whatever the subscription is that you create. Once they purchase this service, this subscription, uh, from your dashboard in Stripe and Braintree, you can actually create this this particular transaction to be a subscription twice, meaning that it will be recurring on every month, for example. The downside, of course, is that first you have to do it automatically, manually, and second that again, if somebody unsubscribes, actually they have to contact you in order to unsubscribe, and you have to do it again manually. With the subscription that we'll try to do or explore this option, um, obviously it will be automatic this one. But yeah, for now you can still do it. If you really need it, you can do it this way. So the store, yeah, the store will have some other things like discounts that you can create. Um, I mean, they're pretty much self-explanatory. You can have them either automatically or by using a coupon code. You cannot have more than one coupon code. There was a few questions why can they, but that's how we've done it. You can have only one coupon uh, to be applied to a product. You can create, of course, free shipping, depending on different either on by using a coupon code, or you can do the free shipping by going to settings and create this rule in the shipping options actually here. Um, so yeah, these are the discounts. It's really easy to create and on different rules you have here. Pretty cool to use and easy. Layout and styling, you can actually here edit the. This will all actually be redesigned with the new revamp that we want to create. But for the moment, yeah, this is you can change the product listing styling, the product page layout for different design. You can just save and preview your website. Let's say that we have it like this. And if I just actually preview the website, you can see the product. You can see that it uses this layout with the image on top and the information on the bottom. So yeah, you can play around, try different things depending on what you like, what you want to achieve. You can do that. You can add the zoom in thing with the magnifier for to zoom in. This is cool for clothes, for example, and stuff like that. For more detailed preview. And the quick view you've probably already seen, which is the quick view for each product, and the quick carts with all the products that you have. You can enable, you can disable. That is up to you. From here, you can hide the store icon for the moment. Like I said, that will be changed with the new navigation. You can have box for width layout. I guess this just you can play around, save, and see the results. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Um, and this one is if you want to enable advanced filter or not. If you have it unclicked, you have just a regular on top filter for your store. You can see here, you have it here instead of the whole detailed with variations and so on. I mean, if this is, I guess, more useful for if you have less products. The other one, the detailed advanced filter, is if you have obviously more products and you need more detailed filtering. Social share, that's obvious. Here you can adjust your currency. We plan with the development of the multilingual uh, uh, feature to enable multi-currency as well. So that will be available then. I cannot really promise when that will be, but yeah, the multilingual functionality will try to bring it very soon. You can adjust the settings here, some this information actually will be used for the invoicing that we'll also introduce very soon. That you'll be able to send PDFs, I think, uh, about about each order. Shipping, you can probably everybody has seen this. You can create different shipping rules. I know a lot of you want to some integrations about the shipping. We will try to add um, some calculators for shipping and so on, and different things like shipping only for a country, and actually enabling only a city or a country to be applicable for the billing information or actually the shipping information. So yeah, these are small things that we'll add for these small rules that you'll be able to add very soon. But for the moment, I think it works pretty good and pretty well. The taxes, I know we want again some integrations, and we'll try to integrate some. Uh, but yeah, for example, you have pretty cool way to create different taxes um, for the states. Um, you have actually the states here, so you can add tax for each one of them with different rules again that you can do. Uh, yeah, we'll try to do some integrations here as well. The payments, currently you have these five integrations available. This is the newest addition. Afterpay, it's usually for, I think it's only for the Australian and New Zealand market. We plan to introduce a few more like authorize.net, like some Indian ones, a Brazilian, I think, as well, and a few more like ideal for the Netherlands. Yeah, we have a lot of integrations that we plan to do very soon. And of course, the offline methods for payments. The checkout, here you can add some more like store policies, like make the registration required, some other fields as well. It's really self-explanatory. So I think this is about a store. Like I said, we plan to do a lot more in terms of integrations, like drop shipping with Umbrella. I know that a lot of you want us to add this or try to fulfill these requests. Mm, it's on the make. We'll try to do as for example for you to edit the emails that are being sent to be able to change the yeah the emails the what else yeah the invoicing to be added to be able to yeah to change the thank you pages the checkout to be able to add to the checkout. So we actually plan to for you to be able to modify all these system pages, you can say, for the cart, for the checkout. So you can actually add like upsell products there or some banners or some information. So you'll be able to do that very soon, very soon. Uh, and we'll try to restyle everything to make it a bit more uh, easier to use and with more layouts and cool things. Mm, so yeah, well, guess I go through the to the dashboard again. I mean as well, and so and then we'll I guess proceed to the questions. I'll try to be quick and not too boring. So from the my websites, you can see all the websites that has been created on your on your platform. On your account. You can obviously have as many as you want. You can see some are expired, some are active. You can edit each one, you can delete them, or you can change the theme for the current one. Once you edit a template, a website, you can change that template again. The change, I think everybody already uh, has it figured out. You have the option to change or create a new website if you want to change it. Uh, if you replace the website, that will delete all the things that you've already done on your current website, all the content. It will be a clean, fresh start. Change team will just make small modifications on your website, um, and for the moment, once you change a theme, um, you'll be able to create the pages from this theme by clicking them once you create a new page. These template pages that will be part of your the new template, so you can create the new homepage, the new contact from this design that you've currently changed on. So this is for the moment is one, you can say, hack that you can use. If you want to add a landing page, you just change to this theme with the landing page. Uh, Create this landing page from here, by using the landing page, and then go back and change the back to the original template that you've used. That's a hack before we add the actually designs for the ad page. I spoke about this yesterday in the white label. This is something new that we'll introduce with the blocks in the white label. It will be the same thing as this one, but instead of blocks, you have all page designs, and that will show once you click on that page. Instead of this, the first screen will be a pop-up with all the designs, and you'll have all the landing pages, all sorts of designs that we've created for you that you can use and easily start your page with an amazing design instead of doing it yourself. You'll save a lot of time. Um, Analytics, we have very basic ones. Of course, if you want to have more detailed, we recommend that you use something like Google Analytics, which is free and really nice to use. But this is a quick and actually very accurate. It's like 98% accuracy when we compare it with Google Analytics. So you can get like daily visits, hourly as well, like different days. Here you can see the popular pages, website references if there are any, search queries if there are any, storage and bandwidth you can see for your website, different browsers, and so on and so on. And just basic information, but it's actually pretty useful and it's quick, it's free. You can just go click it, see, and you need something pretty quick to monitor. Members, this is probably a lot of you have questions about it. The members and what you can do with the members. So the members are people who register on your website, and you can use it either for fast checkouts on your store because it stores your customers' payment history, um, and we will add this one as into their account. Uh, so let me just create and let's assign to the basic member. So this is, for example, how you create a member. This is by hand, or they can just register from your website if you have it enabled, of course. Allow registration, like member approval, if it's required for you to actually approve the person. If you want to receive notifications and the default group. So each person has a currently a small profile page that you can see the class login, some information here about them. We'll add more information like the billing history, the order history, uh, addresses. I think we don't show it just yet, but yeah, we'll add those things very soon once we connect it with the e-commerce. Like I said, you have this extra information here. Uh, you can, like I said, you can be used for two things. One is for fast checkout on the e-commerce site, and you have actually install all the users here, so you can then make your, I guess, email marketing and so on. And the other one is if you want to use those, if you want to use the membership to create premium content pages. So you can do that to any page. You can make it only accessible by members only. You can select like currently you have only the basic members, but yes, it can be accessible only for people who are already basic members. So this will be very useful once you can still use it right now, but you can also it will be very useful if you want to sell memberships on the website, and they will be assigned to their respective group, and they'll have access only uh, to the pages that you grant them this access. So you can create like silver access, gold access, premium, like diamond access, for different contents, for different. Um, it's good for courses, for webinars as well. If you create paid webinars, uh, for directories with some downloading files like images, like guides. Why not? Yeah, you can use that. You can use it for that. Again, once we introduce it, will be a lot easier. Still, you can use it, but you have to assign each person to a group by hand. It's not automated just yet, like I said. But yeah, this will come like a couple of weeks, I think. Ivan, I guess, can tell you some not date, but at least when you can expect it to be available. If you want to make group settings, you can always click on the group and actually change it here. Uh, I'm thinking actually of creating it like the store to have a dedicated section for it with with the pages, with the actual subscriptions. Maybe I don't know, like maybe maybe some more dedicated section for the members once we have more functionality about it. Messages. This is when somebody fills a form, any form on your website, you'll see all the messages here. Then you can export the data, you can delete the message, you can preview the message. It's really useful. One place where it's just like an email, kind of, but obviously you cannot reply, but you can see all the messages here. Um, it's really really cool and useful. Quick preview of all the messages that you have. Store. Oh yes, we already went to the store. Billing is how you subscribe. I think that's all of you have went through this information, this process. Domains, you connect to domain. Probably all of you already connected to domain. You can just connect to domain or just change your system domain name from here. Um, Another cool things that we will add is domain registration very soon, that you can actually purchase your domain from here and actually do all the changes about the domain, the records, and so on and so on. Let's do it from one place. Applications. Currently, I know a lot of you want all sorts of integrations. That's why we're working on Zapier. We'll try to have it very, very soon. Um, and that will allow you to integrate so many things, different autoresponders and whatnot to your website. Currently, we have Mailchimp that you can easily add your Mailchimp API key here, and you can connect all your forms, all your members, all your store purchases and registrations there to your Mailchimp lists. It's really easy. We have a guide for it. Actually, here, it's applications. You can see the Mailchimp. It's really easy to use. You can check it out if you want to do the integration, and you can connect email server for the email hosting. We currently do not provide email hosting. We will try to provide some solution for you for the email hosting. For the moment, we don't have, but we give you the option for you to connect your email. So this will allow you to, for example, the members, when you add a member, the email will be sent from your email that you connected here. And the store, when somebody purchased something, the email will be sent again from your email that you connected. With once, if someday we introduce email hosting and email client for you to use, that will be, I guess, automated everything a lot easier for you. So yeah, all the different applications here you'll see soon once they're introduced. Contributors, you can add somebody to work on your website as well. You can give them different access points that they can have, send them an email, and they will receive the invitation from Simvoly that they have an invite and they can. So if you have, so this is actually a question that we've been asked a lot. If you have multiple websites on one account, and when you give access, it's only for this website that you give access for. The person will create an account, just register, and they'll just have access to this website. They won't see the other website, so there is nothing to worry about. It's just what you've given them, and only for that website that you send them this invitation for. And of course, you can always delete them if you don't want to have them. You will be an owner to the websites by default if it's your website, obviously. And account settings, pretty straightforward. Names, here you can actually change the language of the whole platform. Let's say we want to have it in French. Save the changes, and everything is in French. If you, yeah, currently we have how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 languages. Nice. One of which is Portuguese twice, but for the Brazilian and Portuguese market. So yeah, you can change the language from here. And yes, I think we covered most of it. Probably I missed some things here and there. Yeah, for the forms, because we've been asked also a lot. For example, this is the newsletter, but this is the same as the subscribe as the form. Click on the edit settings, and you'll see this send notifications too. This is where you add your email if you want to receive notifications once somebody subscribes or fills a form. You can do that here. It's just add it, save, and that's it. So yes, I think that's basically the all very quick systematic overview of the platform. If you have any questions, I guess I will probably answer to a lot of them, but yes, I can answer some of them as well. And yeah, I guess I'll answer to the last ones because probably I've already answered most of them. If there are any questions, of course. If there are no questions, that's fine. I can just oh yes, I forgot the block. Yes, okay, so yeah, in this case it's called news. So actually I have something that I wanted to show you, a preview of the block 2.0 that I can show you, that it's mockups. So this is the block. The block, it's really simple, I think. You have your articles here. You have like different tabs with the different types. You can add a new one. You can add some settings, basic ones for the moment. You can edit each blog post. You can add widgets to it. You're not limited only to text. You can add like images, yeah, containers, sections, spacers, videos, whatever you want, maps. You can add forms, and this is currently the summary that you'll see in the list. Uh, this is for the blog post itself, but for the list, yeah, you'll see it here. The description is will be seen here. Um, you can access the settings of the blog here. Uh, we have different things like show sidebar, uh, show header. The header actually is this thing here. It's this is the blog header. This will change a lot with the new thing that I will show you. But yes, for the moment here you can edit the sidebar and the news and the header of the blog. So you can either hide it, show it to each blog post. That's up to you how you want to organize it. If you want to enable comments, if you want to comments approval, we'll discuss very soon because it's really easy to add. I don't know, we haven't added it just yet, but yeah, you'll be able to add discuss as option for your comments. You can add text, categories, change the URL, change the author, and the post date is something that we added, I think, yesterday. You can actually change the date of the post, and if you add it in the future, is 31st, let's say the 3rd of February, at this time of the day. Actually, this is the scheduling part where you can schedule this post to be posted then. You can also view the comments, and once you update, you'll see here. Is it not saved? All right. There should be. Yeah, it will post on this date. Oh, actually, it's 2016. All right. Um, let's fast forward to 2018. All right. Let's say proof path. Update. All right. Yeah. So you have it that it's with this notify that is not published yet. You have the clock icon and the date that it's actually going to be posted. Posted, published. Yeah. Um, And yeah, I think that's very straightforward, very easy. Currently, the page, yeah, this will add it as an option, like page uh, SEO title and description will be added here as an option. Currently, it takes the blog post title and the summary as SEO title and description. I know it's not great, but yeah, we'll add the separate SEO options for you to add. Um, yeah, I think it's very simple how you add. You can have different settings on the layout of the actual uh, say masonry with no sidebar. You will see that there's no sidebar here. No, actually, we have only two. Um, but yeah, it's really easy to use block functionality. You have your tags, different categories and stuff like that. Um, but I can show you now like some of the idea we have for the block and if we want to revamp it. Um, that you can see actually here. This is an InVision. Uh, and yeah, this is, for example, a blog post with a sidebar. You can see now the, the title here. You can see some. Actually, this is how you'll be able to edit the blog post. It will be in real time, just like a page. Not like blog posts where you have everything, just here in the middle, and you actually don't know how to actually look for when you progress, which is not really convenient. Again, it's pretty much the same, but yet I don't think it's. I mean, it can be better. So I think this will be a better way to do it, and you'll be able to have quick access to the to the posts instead of having a whole dedicated page. You can just have it this way. Um, you also have access to the settings from here, but all the settings obviously I didn't add all of them for the sake of the preview. You can also pick from different layouts. This is a really pain point for me because you don't have layouts really. You have only two of them. Um, and here you have like a different type of positioning of the title and description. Like in the middle, you have on the top with an image, over the image, like different type of designs that you'll be able to select from for your blog post. You'll be able from this actually doesn't work on the preview, but you'll be able to edit the styling of your title to hide or show the different uh, the the author, for example, if you don't want to be visible, or the category, or the post date, or the sharing, stuff like that. You'll be able to edit from here. So this is the general idea to be more like a page creation rather than how it is right now. I think it will be uh, better. I think it will be easier for you to build in a lot more modifications when you have these stylings and you have these options for the title as well. Yeah, I think it will be great. I hope you like it. If you have any questions more. Nice, the rest. Yeah. Login page for members. Currently, it's not changeable. We plan, like I said, these system pages for you to be able to modify them. Please add some things to them. Uh, yeah, we'll try to allow you to do that. And yes, you can add social sharing image again, like I showed it here. It's from advanced settings, social sharing image that you can add. Yes, you can use embed any video. Not sure what you mean by templates for membership pages, like the profiles, shape dividers. Shape dividers. Not sure what shape dividers are. I guess we can check it out and let you know. You can just, I guess, write the questions now here. Try to answer. I don't want to browse through all the. Yeah, for I don't know about the login page. We'll have to discuss with the team if you will allow you to add extra fields as information. I guess maybe some other way for you to collect the info. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I guess you can add it. Can't promise. Yeah, we'll create some. I'll create some designs for membership oriented. I guess we will have some pages as well as designs like video courses, like stuff like that, for you to use quickly. so they can you can add your just add your content there. So nice here features. I think we already went through this. Yeah, I could. I guess say a bit about the new things that some of them I didn't mention. It's like we want to add these some things that we want to remake. Is the slider widget. We're not happy with it. We'll make it completely different. You'll be able to create any sorts of slides, like actual widgets. For example, this will be part of a slide. Then you just add a new slide that is going to be a new block that you'll be able to slide again. Since you have animations, it's going to be really easy to use and create this kind of a slide. It will be scalable and so on. We want to remake our gallery to have more layouts, the portfolio as well to have some more cool, yeah, some cool designs on the layouts on the images and stuff. We want to add accordion and tabs widget for you to use. I think we're almost done with them. Um, audio widget, yes, we have that. What else we want to add? The table widget we'll try to add. Um, table is a bit tricky, but we'll try to produce something. What else we'll try to add in terms of widgets? Widgets, I think that's this. I don't remember what we have planned, but these are some of the things um, we try to add, like modifications to the galleries, some modifications of the already existing widgets, some more cooler icons we'll try to add, more settings, like I said, for example, to the actually want to add some more settings to the text as well, like spacing between the letters. Uh, shadows, I don't want to add shadows to be honest, because it's super ugly. I don't know who's using shadows, and I think it slows down a lot though. The website, I'm not really a fan of the shadows. If you want it so much, I will just try to add it. Mm, let's see if we have any other questions. Download widget. Well, you can download now uh, by, for example, just use the file, just link to an image, for example. Uh, select, save, and you actually lead to the image that you can actually download. I guess we can have it with some option where you can actually not preview it in the browser, but just download it right away. It can be easily done, but this can be used as it is now by linking to a file. One hour to download. Oh, actually, in the store you have 24 hours to download. since you're first download. Form widget, but customizable for fields. I mean, you have customizable fields in the form. I don't know what exactly you mean. Uh, you can, yeah, man, you can add placeholders, you can add prefixes, you can add different rules, you can add this capture to the form. I don't know what you mean by a customizable form. You can customize it as you want. I will have more designs, like the colors of the name, like the colors of the fields and borders. Currently, you have like two designs, to light and dark. If you have it on a dark or a light background that you can use, but yeah, you just have the small options that will be removed, and you just have options to just modify the actual each one, the labels in the font rate. Will you add more image widgets? I don't know what Squarespace have, to be honest. Yes, you can add password protection instead of member. You can just add password protected. Add your password, and you're done. Yes, like I said, we'll have overlays and captions for the images. This is for actually for the gallery as well, but for the image widget as well. UFA. I don't know what 2FA should mean. Two forms of authorization, or it's very simple. We just add. I think I've done it with an image, but I guess you can do it with an icon. Play. Yes, yes. It's mine is an image, but it's the same thing. And just link to a pop-up. Save it. You want to click on it to show the pop-up. And instead of this, you just add that video inside. This is how you can do a video pop-up. Mine is with an image. This is just with an icon. The principle is the same. You just add it to an, to an image. Yeah, yeah. One click of yeah. Well, yeah, I think we should be able to do that with to be to allow people to log in with Facebook or Google account. iframe widget, you have code widgets. In the med widget, you can add iframe there. Or with the embed, you can add the embeds here. Both works the same way, pretty much. About the page. No, it's page like where people can actually upload elements. No, no. This won't be available for the moment. This I don't think will. I mean, it's not in our vision for the moment. For this like multi seller markets and where people can actually modify pages. That's only for the moment available if you are have access to the builder. Okay. If you don't have any more questions, I guess you can always ask them in Facebook or in the chats, and we'll try to answer as soon as possible. Um, and yeah, yeah. If you have any more questions, just you can ask us in Facebook, you can ask us in the live chat. Try to answer. Thank you for attending. Didn't have so many people today, but hopefully, yeah, some people will see it again in YouTube. Try to upload it in Facebook as well, so they can check it out. And I hope it was useful for you. I tried to cover some of the things. Um, the builder, most of the things. Mm, yeah, we'll try to do more videos like this and more in the help guide, so um, for you to enjoy and watch again and learn how to work with the platform. It's really easy. Just give it some time. Of course, there is some learning curve to it as anything else, but I think it's very simple when you do, and you can create beautiful designs. Our website is made on Simvoly. All the templates are made on Simvoly by me. Uh, it's once you get used to it, it's really cool and simple to use. And with the new things that are coming, it will be even easier. So thank you guys, and yeah, if you have any questions, just let us know.